So I was like, oh yeah, I love that shit, dude. Fucking, Justin Bieber, fucking.
Hey, yo, I smell that.
This dude will roll off the bed to the floor, sit there, and eat a bowl of cereal on the floor.
I've written songs in the weirdest places.
I didn't give you permission. I just asked if you can.
An anchor.
You wanna know something? Fuck all of those pizza franchises. No, but we want your sponsorships, so don't fuck with them. I'd rather go.
This music is my meditation, my medicine. It's my healing.
Going to the fridge and getting your bowl of cereal and sitting on the toilet.
You have to thank God for everything. Like I got the saddest happiness, a trendsetter, but I fall to conform. Then hero called to confirm. I got my heart in my heart.
Welcome to the 1VERSE podcast.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the 1VERSE podcast, #1 podcast in the Metaverse. I'm Schilck. That's Neo. That's Big Sack. And we're the 1VERSE team. Today, we're very excited to announce a very special guest, the one and only KotaKod. He's an up-and-coming singer and songwriter, and he's doing big things. He's also been called the Kid Laroy of the Metaverse, so we excited to have you on, man. What's up, bro?
All sorts of things.
Justin.
Thank you for
Or
having
Justin
me,
Bieber.
guys. Or Justin. I hear like Mac Miller, White Juice WRLD, Justin Bieber, Kid Laroy. It's all those things, man.
Anybody white.
I accept them all. A bunch of greats.
Anybody white?
Anybody white?
Hey, welcome.
Really,
man,
yeah.
dude. Welcome.
Eminem, all sorts. Yeah. Thank you guys for having me. I'm happy to be here. I've been looking forward to this all day, for real.
Awesome.
Yeah, man, we've been looking forward to
Thanks for
this
being
too, man. You've been making a buzz here in the Metaverse with your music, bro. So we definitely look forward to this day. That's for sure.
Yeah. Absolutely, man. I'm happy to be here. Happy to be in the Metaverse. It's always a vibe. It's always a blast. Yeah. I've been looking forward to this longer than a day though. Because I've been talking about this podcast since I met Neo, and it's finally happening. Here we are.
Oh yeah, man. What is it, like a month ago? Like it's been like a month, maybe two,
It's
something
been
like that, right?
yeah, I think it's been like a month, which is crazy.
It feels a lot
Hey,
longer than that,
man.
I'm sure. It's crazy. how
It
the
does
time
feel a
works,
lot
man.
longer than that.
Yeah.
You know what we say, like literally like a week in here, like a week in the Metaverse feels like literally like a month in the real world. Like literally, time is
Yeah.
different. Time
Yeah.
is different.
Time is definitely
So-
different.
Probably like a month or two that we know each other, but then it feels like 4 months, probably 5 months that we
Right, yeah.
know each other.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I met Neo after my first show in the Metaverse. I was at Royalty Radio Media, and they were doing like a music showcase, and I was just like, they had a bunch of artists come out and perform. So I did my first show. I was like nervous. I didn't really know what to do, and I just kind of like went out there and played my music, and it was dope. And then I went back into the studio and rapping. That's how I kind of got in the Metaverse, rapping and stuff, which we'll get into, I'm sure, later. But like, I just met Neo. He just like heard me rapping and stuff. We ended up just getting into this like really deep conversation. We've had many of those since that night.
Yeah,
Bro.
because I remember literally popping into royalties, and I just hear you just spitting something. And we all know when he raps about some serious shit. Like he goes in tune, like it's different. Like he talks about real shit that like it's like holy shit. I know I could relate to that. A lot of people could relate to that. It's like it's not mumble rap. It's like real talk, truth, story. This like it's a story. He sings stories. So I was like, dude,
Storytelling.
this is different. I like that. He's a good storyteller. He has the flow. He has the vibe. It captured my attention. And like right after that, I was like, damn, how long you been writing for? And we just started talking and going down that deep trail about your songs, your meaning, the purpose, why you do it. And that's when we like instantly just connected after that. And
Yeah.
shit, here we are now. Shit, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. It's amazing.
Yeah, man.
I love it.
Bro,
man.
that's so
So we're talking
funny.
about the first
Every
that we met
time.
Coda?
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Nah,
Is it
that's
the
coming,
first
bro.
times that we met him.
Before that though, I did want to say, like, bro, every person who I've met that Neo knows, I'm like, yo, how'd you meet Neo? And the first thing they always say is, yeah, Neo and I were you know, just chilling, and then all of a sudden we just had this really deep conversation, man. How many deep conversations have you had, bro? Like, I'm like, dude, everybody's so connected to you on a spiritual level. Every person that I talk to, I'm like, what
just a
the
deep guy, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, damn, Neo, he's just the deep conversation, man. I love it.
I do like to connect with people. I don't know why. I love interacting with people and like really connecting to who they are. And like I feel like to me that's energizing. That's life. Like that's what life is about. Like being able to connect deeply with that person and like truly getting to know them. So I don't know, it just comes naturally to me. With most people that I meet, I just go deep with them. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
You gotta love it. We love it, Neo.
But
Thank you, bro.
I love it.
Because I'm kind of like antisocial. I'm like, hi.
But that's the cool thing about being here in this metaverse is like, you know, you don't have to judge me for how I look or anything. We can have a conversation and be honest with them. Like there's people that I made more connections with in here on a deeper level, like you say, than in like the real world. Than if I were to meet them on the first night, you know. And it's pretty cool.
Yeah,
it's really
seriously, big time. Yeah, like for us, for example, like we Schilck and Big Sack, we all met here like in December of 2021 and like in Horizon venues. And we didn't know each other, right? We were just like strangers in this new thing called the Horizon World's Metaverse, right? We didn't know anything about each other. Next thing you know, we started friendships, we started talking, we created the whole 1VERSE, and now we like literally talk every day on the phone or FaceTime and just talk
every
creativity,
day.
just hang out and talk. Almost every day.
Schilck's like, yeah, I've had enough.
They bug
every
no, bro.
Single
every
day.
like 7 a.m. my time till like
all
freaking
day.
10, 12 my time. Every day we're constantly texting, calling. We literally we'll look at our call logs. We probably have at least 3-4 calls a day.
Yeah.
Literally, yeah.
Not even gonna deny.
And that's something that I don't even do with some of my real friends in the real world outside of this space. So that goes to show the power of friendship in this space. Like you could literally have something real,
power of friendship,
even better of a connection actually as friendships. Because you feel like when you meet people, you meet them, like the purity them.
Yeah,
not
soul.
Because of what they look like, what they have, how they none of that shit. It's just because like who they are, personality, demeanor, characteristics, energy, literally just pure.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's why there's better connections with people and better friendships made in here. You know?
Damn.
Yeah.
Now back to you, bro. We've just been like, all right, Kota's here. Y'all saw him. Now we're gonna talk about us right now. Get out of here.
You just wanted the face here. That's all. It's the purple hair.
Yeah, I just wanted the thumbnail. You did your job, bro. Nah, tell us how you got into the Oculus, though. Why did someone like you all of a sudden get a Quest 2 and join the Metaverse?
Well, I just like pretty much everybody else, I got an Oculus for Christmas, and like just got it for like games. Just because I just saw everybody in here like playing Beat Saber and stuff, you know, so I would just come in here and like play Super Hot and all these like games and stuff. And then like I got into like Horizon News one day, and I was blown away. That was my first ever like encounter of like meeting people in like the Oculus. I did not think that shit was possible. I was like, what? I can talk to people, you know, like it's crazy. So then I went into VR chat, and that, you know, it just got deeper and deeper into like meeting people and hanging out with people in VR, whereas just like me playing games alone. And then one day I accidentally opened Horizon Worlds, like accidentally, just like I downloaded it one day to see because I thought it looked cool, and like people were building worlds and all this cool stuff. So I went in there and I saw like just a glimpse of the stew. Had it not have been that I saw the glimpse of the stew by Danica City, like, and saw that there was a recording studio, I would have clicked out and gone into VR chat that night and just like not went back. But I went into VR chat, or I went into the stew that night, and it was just like, that was it. I was like, holy crap, there's a recording studio in the Oculus, in the virtual like metaverse. This is crazy. This is all new to me. I had no idea what to expect. So I go into the studio, and there's these two engineer dudes like sitting at the soundboard. I had no idea how it worked in these studios. Now I do, but I had no idea, so I just like let this fly. But there was like these two engineer dudes that were sitting at the soundboard telling these rappers like, you're trash or you're fire, you can keep rapping, like changing the beats. Nah, you don't get to rap over this beat, you don't get to do this. It's like they were like running the show in there. And it's like people don't do that now. Like you don't do that. You're gonna get vote polled if you do that in a studio now. And I realized that, but I just happened to go into a studio like that, and there was a bunch of people in there. So I go on the mic and I'm like, okay, yeah, and I'm like about to go in, and they stop the beat on me, and they're like, nah, you're trash, get off the mic. And I'm like, bro, I didn't even like go in. And they're like, yeah. So I go out, I go around to the like soundboard, and I'm like, hey, bro, you're not even hearing people out, or what's the deal? Like, I can't even speak my mind or anything, you know? And the guy was like, yeah, man, we let you talk your mind or whatever, and all you could say was okay. I'm like, all right, let me back in one more time. He's like, all right, whatever, get in line. And so I go in line, and I go back in the studio, and I literally get on the mic and I say, okay, do not cut off the beat, I'm gonna go in. And they were like, okay, like, we're gonna hear you out. And so I go on and I just start spitting. I just start going ham. And everybody in the studio behind me starts going crazy. They're just like, everybody goes, they're just going nuts behind me. And I'm not tooting my own horn here. This is really what happened. Like, so there's like people behind me going nuts. And then after I'm done, I like go off the mic and I turn around and I have all these people repping for me now. And we go out to like face the engineers that said I was trash. And I get out there and I was like, yo, what happened to the people that was calling me whack? They're like, oh, they left. You scared them out of here. Like, they literally dipped. So yeah, and that was my first experience at a studio in the metaverse on some like, that's definitely some like, it just reminded me of some like Eminem shit. I was like, wow, that really happened in virtual reality. True. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody like doubt me, and then, but after that, I found out about other studios in here. Shout out Empire with Michael Gregory. Shout out Royalty Radio Media. I was there all the time. Yeah, just other studios. I'm working on my own studio right now. Actually, it's really, really dope. So yeah, I've definitely gotten involved with the studio scene here and found my place in the metaverse. In all the studios, meeting all these crazy singers, rappers, artists in here. It's really, really dope. So yeah, that's how I got into the metaverse and how I eventually even got here in Horizon Worlds.
Wow.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So you pretty much just stumble upon this platform, not even knowing the power or the possibilities of this, huh?
Yeah, absolutely no idea. Like that there's podcasts and rappers and clubs and all, like that I'd have like friends and like whole friend groups, and it's crazy. Builders and everything.
That is a true definition of everything happens for a reason, bro.
Absolutely.
Literally. Shit happens for a reason.
Yeah, 100%, man. Oh, this is gonna be the
and
best. Then, we want to hear.
And then y'all can comment. So I'm about to tell y'all about how I met this guy right here.
This is about to be the best part of the podcast.
This
right
is a
here.
funny ass fucking troll story.
All right, you recording, Big Sack?
Yeah, you're not saying nothing, but let's hope you're recording.
I can't hear you.
Nah, stop bullshitting.
Yeah, we mid podcast, bro, and now, dang, bro, it's only gonna be my audio. That's fine. I got good ears.
Hopefully your Oculus does.
Yeah, dude, I got the Oculus Black Edition, bro. Shit, fucking upgraded, bro.
Oh, word.
No, I'm just kidding. That's not a real.
I was gonna say, that's not a real thing, is it?
That's not a real thing. No, I just made it up. It sounded cool though.
I heard that.
Damn.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man.
All right, so I'm about to just tell y'all my truth.
Yeah.
Right now. So I live in Hawaii and I went island hopping for the day. So me being island hopping, hit up by Neo and Big Sack pretty much all day long, and I was like, hey guys, I'm on a different island, I'll call you back. And then I finally called them back. They were like, hop on Horizon Worlds. We got some stuff to show you. So I'm like, all right. So it's like, mind I tell you, it's pretty late for me. It's like 9 o'clock. And I'll be going to bed at like 11. So I was kind of tired after a day of traveling. And I go into this world with Big Sack and Neo. And Kota's in there. And I'm like, oh, who's this guy? And then Neo was like, oh, I wanted you to meet this guy. I was like, oh, really? And he was like, yeah, man, you know who this is, right? I was like, yeah, Coda. Who the fuck are you, bro? You ain't nobody. And then he was, oh, bro, this is Kid Laroy. And I was like,
Kid Laroy, bro.
What? He was like, yeah, boy, you've heard of him, right? I was like, yeah, that famous motherfucker? He was like, yeah, bro. And the first thing I said to Coda was this exact quote. Did our lives just change right now? Like, we just got friends with a celebrity? Did our lives just change? Like, we got a famous freaking musician chilling with us right now? Neo, how did you know about this? How'd you meet this guy? I was pumped up, man. And then Neo was telling me all this bullshit. And then I started talking to him, and you talk about those deep conversations. He was like, you know who Kid Laroy is? You listen to my music? I was like, yeah. So I looked up a Kid Laroy song, and it was the one with Justin Bieber, the I Do the Same Thing I Told You that song.
I sang it for him too. I sang it and everything.
So I was like, oh yeah, I love that shit, dude. Fucking, you know Justin Bieber, fucking. And he was like, yeah, man, Justin's my homie. And then we started talking. He was saying he met up with T-Pain.
Like, we had
I was like, bro,
deep conversation.
Bro,
yeah.
Our lives just changed. We're about to have T-Pain on the podcast. This is so freaking exciting. Like, I was so amped up. And then he was talking about how he knew Juice WRLD, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he was talking about how he knew Juice. And Juice, I love that guy because his music was dope. And I liked his message. So we had like this deep heart-to-heart conversation about Juice WRLD and how he know Juice and how he talked to Juice when shit happened with him and was like listening to his inner thoughts while it was going on, while he was alive. And like 15 minutes later, I hear Big Sack like, hey, Neo, should we tell him? I was like, I heard that and I was like, mother,
I
was feeling
we took it so
bro.
Far.
It was
Because this dude had all the answers
bad.
to all the questions. He was being like personally like hurt. He sounded so hurt that Juice passed away. Like he knew the guy. I was
as hurt when Juice died. Don't get me wrong. When Juice died, that is my number one inspiration. When Juice died, that was like I lost a brother. Like I knew him. It felt like that.
Bro.
But it's like, here's the thing. Here's why we took it so far though, is because like beforehand we had this all planned out. Neo was like, just go with it. And I'm like, okay, cool. And then I keep like, I'm having the conversation with you like this way. And Neo and Sack are like back there having a conversation. And I'm like looking at Neo and he's like, keep going. Like, he's just giving me this
I'm literally
crazy, bro.
He's like, keep doing it. I'm like, okay, I guess. I don't know this guy yet.
Look how he's looking at me.
So angry.
I'm pissed, bro.
I really thought this dude didn't like me because of that.
Not gonna
thing.
lie,
Like,
I did not like you. It was not I thought. It was I made it clear. I wanted to punch your ass in the face, bro. I felt bamboozled, lied to.
Another great thing about the metaverse.
Oh
you can't
man,
throw
bro.
hands. You can't.
I was like, I'm still genuinely kind of butthurt about it. I don't know why. It was just I got so well. It made it not as funny because I was so convinced that I met Kid Laroy.
Talking to your fiance, right?
Yeah.
Because didn't someone in her family work with Kid Laroy?
Yes, I know. So I was like name dropping names. He was like, "Oh yeah, I know that guy." Like I was,
yeah,
dude, it made me look like a dummy,
Yo,
bro.
the funny thing is, his wife was right next to him, so he started telling his wife, "Hey, Kid Laroy's here, baby. I just met him right now."
Yeah, that was one of the low points of my life. Remember, folks, don't be trusting nobody what they say here because they all a bunch of liars, bro.
Yeah.
You need to see photo
trolling.
ID,
Trolling.
social security
Trolling.
card, whatever, before you believe it's
Not
somebody.
lying. Trolling.
Trolling.
Oh,
Trolling. Mind you, this went on for like
30 minutes.
30 minutes?
Yeah, about
minutes?
30
Yeah.
minutes.
Oh yeah, it went
30
on for a
minutes.
while.
For a minute.
I was like
we
pumped,
had him
bro.
fully convinced. It was like
My conversation, my
Yeah,
blood
convinced.
was boiling. I'm still getting amped because I literally thought we had a famous like musician on as a connection, and this podcast was going to be like the full send podcast in the metaverse. Like all the I was like, we gonna get T-Pain on this bitch, Justin Bieber, Lil Durk. You know, I was gung ho, bro. And then my dreams just got
We still are, just in a different way.
just got shattered.
Yeah, shattered dreams, man.
We're still gonna get them on here. We're just gonna have to do it our own way.
Yeah, did y'all hear about the
Yeah.
beef of Tekashi 69 in the Full Send podcast and Steve Will Do It?
Yeah, about
Steve
that
would do
whole
it,
the
I did.
Perkio thing. where he's got,
Yeah.
like, they put the jacket on Perkio and all that stuff.
Yeah,
that's
because
messed up.
I
home
watched
dude
that
died.
today,
That's Lil
actually.
Durk's homies. Lil
Yeah,
Durk's
it's Vaughn,
homie
bro.
died. Tekashi
That's
69
Vaughn.
made fun of it, and they found a Lil
Yeah.
Durk lookalike, made Steve Will Do It look like he set the whole thing up, and
Yep.
they like pretty much scared the shit out of this little kid, bro.
Yeah,
He was,
poor
like,
dude. He just looked
16
like
years
Dirk. That's
old.
the only thing he did. Yeah.
And he was just like shaking, bro, because there was like 20 dudes that came up to him, like strong arming him.
I wouldn't want 6ix9ine and his crew to pull up on me, bro. That's messed up.
Steve
These
said he
some
cut off
scary
ties
dudes.
with the guy, so we'll see.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah, I didn't hear
I-
nothing about that.
It was a viral
Yeah, I
moment.
watched
when
that
you
today.
get
I
up
watched
to
that
like,
today.
it was a viral moment.
That was very viral. Yeah, the hip hop, everybody's
Yeah.
talking about it. Tekashi 69, he set it up by telling Steve Will Do It, hey, I have a viral video idea. And I guess he lied to Steve Will Do It about his real idea, but Tekashi 69 was right. It was a real viral video. The whole hip hop community in the whole world was like talking about it.
Right. So here's my thing. Here's my thing about Tekashi 69 is 6ix9ine will do everything and everything in his ability to be relevant.
Yeah.
Like 100% of the time. Like
Yeah,
whatever it
big
takes.
time.
He is like the definition of the like morality of just any news is good news. Like any attention on me is good attention. Like so he just end up doing all this disrespectful stuff just so that he can get attention, and it works because everybody feeds into it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you just can't help but bring it up. You can't help but leave a like on it when like everybody's gassing him up. But as long as we keep feeding into that negative energy that 6ix9ine keeps putting out, he's just gonna keep on terrorizing it. Nobody actually likes 6ix9ine anymore. I can't name a person that I've met that's like, oh yeah, dude, I rock with
Yeah,
6ix9ine.
nah.
Like I haven't met anybody that likes 6ix9ine anymore. And it's just like, and he knows that too. So it's like, but he's still trying to like stay relevant when everybody's just been trying to shut him down. If we just didn't give him attention, we wouldn't hear a peep out of this dude. Like he's gone.
And we all know why he's really doing that though. The money, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
The money. It's
Yeah.
all greed and it's all for the
As long
money.
as you stay relevant,
if it was-
you're gonna have money coming in.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
got money pumping in. His record deals, brands, whatever, right? But I bet you if
Yeah.
it wasn't for that, he wouldn't be doing some shit like that. Maybe he would. Maybe that's his personality. I don't fucking know. But
Right. Yeah.
it sucks though. Yeah,
Yeah,
I saw
for
that
real.
whole incident where Steve Will Do It, and it's crazy, man. Because Steve Will Do It. Like I followed him before he was even anybody, and I've seen him grow up and become the person that he is now. This dude has like $0, like nothing, pretty much, right? Regular dude. Now he's worth
Yeah.
what, like $10 million?
Yeah, the
And,
Nelk boys
this
started
guy,
him
man,
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, started him out. They saw something in him, but
He chugged the
but look at him
bottle.
now. He's worth like 10.
Yeah, he'd be chugging all the stuff and
Yeah.
eating random stuff. He'd be drinking his own puke and stuff. It's
What?
Yeah,
we can't
I
even
didn't
talk
see
about
that
So he
that
did.
one.
He did a
Yeah.
lot to get to that point.
Yeah.
But it's crazy
He like
to
ate
see
an
him
ostrich
being
egg
dragged.
and puked it up, and then like ate the puke of the ostrich egg.
Oh.
It's so nasty.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
It's so nasty.
Yeah, but it's crazy though to see him being dragged into this. just because from what I've seen, he's always like trying to give. Like I seen him do some crazy shit. Just go up to a random person, hey, let me buy that little fucking bracelet for $5. Next thing you know, this dude's like, here's 1,000, here's 2,000, here's
Here's a
Right.
car.
here's 10,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, like this dude, like he's trying to give out. You know, he's trying to give just because where he came from, he didn't have anything. Now he has all this money, so he's trying to like balance it out by giving more. So it's
Yeah.
crazy how he's being dragged under the bus, kind of like this way now because of fucking 16 has greediness. That's crazy. Sucks
Yeah.
ass.
Absolutely, bro.
It's a
And
good
6ix9ine
talking
doesn't care
point.
who he drags down with him. He doesn't
Yeah.
care. As
So
long as he's
like
got attention and money.
we wanted to ask you, that's 69's goal. So like his thing is just like whatever attention is attention. Like, do you have like a mission? Let's say you get big, which you're gonna get big. Let's say you're big. You got millions of fans. Like, what's gonna be your overall like goal? Like your image towards the public. What are you gonna try and preach? What's your message? That's a good way to put it.
What's my message? So my message, well, here's the original thing. Before I even like talk about like going big, the only reason that I even want to get famous in the first place is so that I can influence people. Because the music that I make, when I make music, it's like medicine to me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like this music is my meditation, my medicine, it's my healing when I make music, so that maybe if I release my music and people can listen to it, that can be medicine to them too. You know? So like, and just listening to other artists like Kendrick and Juice, like those people's music has been medicine to me. And so it's like I know that this is a working thing where if like, because music was medicine to them, if music is medicine to me when I'm making it, I can release it out to people and they can use that to help with their situations in life and what they're going through. So my main message that I want to give is I just want to help people with whatever they're going through, because there's so many struggles in day-to-day life, and I think music is so beautiful and so freeing that it's just like this, it's this space when you listen to it, when you make it, when you're involved with it, when you feel it, it's you're completely zoned out and nothing else matters except for the song and what's going on in the song and the melodies and just letting that message carry you. Um, so it's not even one particular message, but I just want to help people with what they're going through with their struggles. And another thing I want to do is help lead the next generation up, influence the next generation of kids. Because if kids aren't like learning certain life morals from their parents or from just life or anything, like they gotta have someone telling them, because not everybody has the privilege to get advice from people that are really on game. Like nobody's putting everybody on game. So if I can make an impact on kids' lives and help, because like we have to be pouring into the generation that's coming after us. They're the future. You know, when generations don't pour into young kids like me, and then we don't pour into like kids under us, we're just slowly screwing ourselves as the future goes forwards. So we have to be constantly carrying forward. So I guess my message is like, don't be a gatekeeper. I want to be able to teach other kids that they can do it. And it's like kids are always like, oh yeah, I see like Travis Scott doing his thing. I see, you know, their favorite rappers doing their thing, and singers, songwriters, you know, all these type of artists. Like I could never be that. It's because they're, you know, that's Travis Scott. But guess what? Travis Scott was just in the same position as you. You know, I just want to be able to tell people that they can do it. Like for real, for real. Like you can get up and do it. Why not you? If you believe in yourself, then you don't need anybody else to believe in you. You can do it. So that's my message, is I want kids to be able to know that they can do it and that it's going to be all right. You know what I'm saying? Let the music move you.
Amen.
Damn,
Yep, that's a
that
beautiful
is
message.
powerful.
Yeah.
Literally,
What do you think
cheers
about
to
that, Big Sack, as a fellow musician?
I mean, as a musician, that's what you want to do. You wanna help the next generation of artists and musicians coming in. You want to inspire them because, you know, I mean, if you stop, then I mean, music is not the same as it was a couple years ago, you know, decades ago. It was a little different. But like, there's kids like my son, like, he sees me when I'm making music or I'm playing my guitar, and he wants to learn. Yeah, and music is something that you can express yourself in any way that you want, and no one can tell you what you can say, what you can't, or how to express it. So it's a good message. You definitely just keep the torch going. Just pass on the torch.
Yeah, absolutely. You got a lot of like consistency in life. You got a lot of inconsistency in life, but here's really it. People come and go. That's including sometimes family members. You know what I'm saying? Like stuff happens, life happens. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have a friend group here. They'll be around for a while. People are gonna come and they're gonna go out of your life. Girlfriends are gonna come and go. For the girls, boyfriends are gonna come and go. And it's like, it's the ebb and flow
Facts.
of life. And so I for me, I think it's important to have a consistent an anchor. You know what I'm saying? So that you have something to always come back to. Um,
Hmm.
and for me, that's music. You know, I've had
Yep.
like every time if I get my heart broken or something, if I lose a friend, I've had friends that have died. I've had friends that have had some pretty scary stuff happen to them. It's like it kind of messes with me, and it's always like when I can't reach out to anybody, when I feel like I can't talk to anybody, I can at least talk to a mic. You know what I'm saying? Or I can at least write my thoughts down, or I can sing. Um, and that's really because the mic is always there to listen. It's the one ear that's always open to listen. And yeah, that's I think that's a really beautiful thing for me. That's something I value so much. I say that all the time. I don't like if it were up to me, like if it wasn't for some homies telling me you to release this music that you're making, I probably wouldn't even be thinking about releasing the music at all because I made the music for me. Um, and really, all of this writing and stuff happened because I wanted to write and I got into it and I fell in love with it. But I didn't even think about releasing it. And you just have to know as an artist, you have to remember that you're doing it for yourself and you're not doing it because other people think you're cool. It's like I have to constantly check myself to make sure that I'm doing it for the right reasons. I have to make sure that I'm not just doing it for me or no, not just doing it for someone else to be cool, like to fit in. Um, but yeah, just make the music, do art for yourself so that you can express yourself. That's how you're going to make the most authentic and genuine art.
Yep.
And I think that's why music's so
Damn, man.
beautiful. Like when people having a
That's
hard
fire.
time and they feel like nobody can listen, like that's why Christianity helps a lot of people, like especially with alcoholics and stuff. Like they need that because they feel alone, and then when people feel alone, they're like, at least God's there to listen to me, right? Like this right
Yeah.
here, I'm not going to say this mic is God, but it's that same feeling like when nobody's there, at least I can count on this one thing, right? And
Right. Yeah.
everybody deals with hard things, and that's why music's so powerful, and it's some of the most it's the best medicine for a lot of people, especially today, because they can relate to the juice worlds, or what they're saying, because everybody's depressed, everybody's going through hard times, everybody's dealing with losses, and somebody putting those emotions on paper is just such a beautiful thing, man. It's amazing.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, you're not alone in
Dude.
your depression.
See?
You're not alone in your struggles or your addictions or your
Yeah.
anxiety. You're not alone. It's like you see artists like X come up and songs like Jocelyn Flores have over 2 billion listens. That just shows you that there's 2 billion other people that are dealing with the same shit that you are.
Yeah.
That feeling of sadness, that feeling of losing someone to suicide, that feeling that X was going through when he was making that's serious stuff, but it happens all too often. So often, in fact, that people just are so comfortable with it and they move on so quick, and people just feel like they're alone all of a sudden because everybody moved on from it. But they're just like, you can't get over stuff like that so easily. you know it's not an easy thing to do. So when you go and tap on one of those songs, it's like that one thing, like you can always go back and listen to that song. It still irks me every time I listen to songs like that, because it just brings me back to certain like circumstances in my life that where that song
Yeah.
has helped me through stuff. But music is so powerful, and it unites more people than
Unites.
it unites as many people. It's like religion, like you were saying. But I will say, if it weren't for God, I wouldn't have a mic here in the first place. So it
Amen
all
to
stems
that.
back to the maker. You know
Hey,
what I'm
praise
saying?
God,
But
right? Yeah.
praise God for that. I do run back to my mic all the time, but if it weren't for God, I wouldn't have the mic. It's like it's all
Yeah.
but yeah. You're not alone though. Yeah. And I'm here to be one of the advocates to let you know that you're not alone.
I love that, dude. I love that. That's awesome, bro. So pretty much what got you started was just wanting to express whatever you felt. That's what got you into music.
What got me into music was I'll give you the abbreviated version. So I dated this girl for a while. We had like a Hallmark love story. And she cheated on me, broke my heart. It was literally a dark and stormy night. I told this story to you the first night that we met, Neo.
Yeah.
It was a dark and stormy night. There was a power outage in my house. I'm sitting in the exact place where this happened actually right now. And it was like thunderstorming, rain clouds, all this stuff. I had candles lit around my bedroom, and my phone was on 5%, and I was about to call my girl and say, "You have my like 5% battery to express yourself," and then we hanging up. Like, that's it. I'm not gonna speak to you again. You know what I'm saying? And it was just like I got on the phone. She was, we just had the conversation. I'll leave the details out of it. But then, my phone died or whatever, and it was over. And I just right there, I didn't know really what to do. I just felt so like out of my own self. I felt really alone. I just didn't like. I was messing around with like, alcohol and stuff like that. I was vaping and all this stuff, just like coping, all these things that I could, just grasping at straws to try to fill some sort of void that I hadn't even identified yet. And I just grabbed a pencil and a paper and I started writing. And I said, there once was a boy who didn't know what he was doing. He got into some stuff he didn't know what he was losing. His parents were clueless, so he thought for a second. He got expelled, and they thought he was learning a lesson. But a lesson was never learned. A page just was never turned. His life was like a movie that make other parents concerned. And I just kept writing and writing and writing. I'm just like, really got in this zone. I've never written before, but I figured music's always been there for me. Why don't I just try writing a song? Because that's what people do when they're heartbroken, I guess, and that was literally the first thing that I ever wrote. And I just wrote about, because at that time I had gotten caught and expelled from my school for vaping, and it was just like a whole bunch of things. Like my parents were losing trust in me, and I just felt like I was just at this downhill thing. I didn't have like super close friends around me to like bounce back to, so it was just me. And so yeah, that music right there and then, I said, I'm going to make a commitment to write every single day for however long it takes, for me to fill this emptiness within me. And that was 3 years ago, a little more than 3 years ago now. And I still have written a song, at least written a song every single day since then. And I've written multiple songs, recorded songs, in some days. So it changes, but it's the realest and closest thing to me. These songs that I've been writing are closer to me than any person has ever been. It's like, it's so intimate to me. You know what I'm saying? It's my thoughts, it's my mind, it's an interesting relationship with it. But that's really how I got into music. That is a true story. That's exactly what happened. Like I'll never ever forget it.
Wow,
But yeah, that's what happened.
amazing. I mean, it sucks the circumstances that it took to get there, but I mean,
Right.
look at you now.
Yeah.
Awesome, man.
I thank God for those circumstances though. If it weren't for that to happen, like you have to thank God for everything that happens, even the worst things, because you never know what it's gonna turn into. There's literally a silver lining in everything, absolutely everything.
Yeah. Right. Damn. So a song a day since then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's your diary, pretty much.
Yeah. Pretty much, it's my diary. It's just I'm
Wow.
rhyming instead.
That is cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. So like, why are you looking at me like that, bro?
Record.
Who am I? I mean, I would be giving like weird
Schilck
faces and shit.
sus.
I'm just like,
looking at me weird. He just goes, he's like looking over here at Coda, and then he goes,
Yeah, it's a video. No, he's trying to keep it stable.
I know, yeah, I know. It's just
I be trying to do the good video because it's all up to me now,
I
right?
know.
Like,
Literally, bro. That shit is funny.
this dude's dropping
Nah, dude, but
gems. You got to make sure the quality's good, man.
No,
Hey, also
100%,
remember,
Thank you.
everybody,
Yeah.
1VERSE is hiring for a photographer/editor. So if y'all want a career that is in an up and
It means
company,
filmmaker.
apply. Email us support@1verse.site. Follow us on IG. Comment on YouTube. However, get a hold of me, Neo, Big Sack, even anybody, and tell them to reach out to 1VERSE, apply for a job. You're gonna get hooked up.
Yep.
Yeah, we're definitely looking for a social media manager. We forgot to add that in there.
Yeah,
And what he meant by photographer, he means
Videographer.
filmmaker.
yeah,
Makes
filmmaker, editor.
Or
That's a
Filmmaker.
big
Same
one.
thing. Filmmaker.
You gotta
editor,
be
yeah.
you gotta be Sam
A
Calder level.
cameraman.
Yeah, cameraman.
In the real world, I got you guys.
Or
Let's do
woman.
it. I do photography and
Oh
videography in the
yeah,
real world
we
as well.
and
I used
this
to do a lot
yeah.
of that stuff.
We would even prefer a woman shoots because women they're really good at organizing and making pretty shit that's nice to the eye, man. I remember before I met my wife,
Making
my
pretty
house
shit and making shit pretty.
Did you hear
was
that?
a mattress.
shit
I had
that's
nothing
nice
in
in
my
the
house
eye.
besides a mattress before I met my wife.
It's just
Oh,
funny.
wait. What did you just say?
Before I
Talking
met
about
my
how you
wife,
didn't
I
have
had
any
nothing in my
furniture?
house but a mattress.
Yeah, that's
I'm not even joking.
Not even cereal or nothing. Like
No, furniture wise, of
This
course,
dude-
like I had
oh,
food.
Dang.
This
So
dude
you know
will
what's funny?
roll off the bed to the floor, sit there, and eat a bowl of cereal on the floor.
No. I was about to say it like
I visualized the
watching, like,
whole shit as it was happening. Like,
he's already got it poured out on the floor.
yeah.
That's crazy. But I've been watching like a
Shit.
dang, what do you call it? A gameplay of The Sims, and these dudes like they only bought fridges and toilets. They put it in the Sims house. I just imagine you waking up, going to the fridge, and getting your bowl of cereal and sitting on the toilet.
That's even better on the toilet.
Yeah.
That's
Bro, y'all privileged, bro. I don't even make breakfast. How many of y'all eat breakfast? I don't eat breakfast. I wait till lunch.
I'm not a breakfast guy, really. No.
Yeah, I start
Man,
eating
I
around
gotta
like
have
12:30.
I gotta have
12:30, 1
breakfast to
o'clock I'll
function,
eat. I
honestly.
don't really need
I need
breakfast.
that
I
shit.
like not eating breakfast, honestly. I'll
It's
just
either
drink a lot of
breakfast or
water.
lunch for me. It's an option. Some people eating like hobbits out here, though. They be eating that like first lunch, second lunch, third lunch, first
Yeah.
snack, second snack, third snack. Like,
Nah, I be maxing out. Don't be getting me wrong. Like, I don't think any of y'all eat as much as me.
Maxed it
I'll
out.
put it on the record. I'd love to have a contest, but yeah, I just don't like breakfast. I just don't want to eat when I
Yeah.
first wake up in the morning.
right.
That's interesting. Oh, he's on mute. Yeah, breakfast to me is the shit. I love breakfast. I have to have breakfast in order to function for the day, and I can eat breakfast any time of the day for lunch, dinner,
Word.
late snack. I don't know. I just love.
I haven't
breakfast.
had cereal in forever. So
Scrambled
what's your
eggs,
breakfast
eggs,
item?
Omelets.
I was gonna say, what's the breakfast? What we
Yeah.
need to get on this. Maybe me
Yeah,
and Schilck will be put on some breakfast game.
Man, veggie omelet. I don't know why.
Omelets
I
are
love veggie
fire,
omelets.
bro. I gotta
Omelets
admit,
are
omelets.
fire. Yeah.
I'll make a good
yeah.
omelet.
Veggie omelets and some hash brown, bro. Hash browns. They have to be crispy, toasted.
Mm.
That's like
Yeah.
the dish that I love.
The hash brown patties or like
No,
shaved
he's
hash
not talking about
browns?
McDonald's hash browns, bro.
Okay, I'm just asking because there's some people out there that like hash brown
You-
patties, bro.
You really
Nah.
was trying to go there. I love McDonald's breakfast too. Nah.
Every time I take my son to school, we go stop by McDonald's. Man.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
cool.
Yeah.
Damn.
Feeding your kid poison.
So
that's
you,
cool.
so you the coolest dad ever. That's what it is.
Apparently, yeah.
That's what
Give him
it
a Happy Meal.
qualifies you as.
No. Who
Happy
else
meal,
can
happy
agree?
son.
School, yeah.
In school, when your parents brought by McDonald's for lunch, you were the
Oh, yeah.
coolest
Oh.
kid
Heck,
in the
Oh,
whole
yeah.
entire school that day.
Goated. You were goated.
Yeah.
Like you had a
True,
doctor's
true.
appointment and you came late or something like that, and you would walk into school with
Yeah.
McDonald's, and everybody would be like, "Where'd you get that McDonald's from?" Oh my gosh, yeah, best
I remember
memory
all
ever
the
of
kids
school,
were asking for
bro.
fries. I remember that. Oh, can I get some
Facts.
fries?
Yeah.
Can I get some
Hell no.
Can I get some fries? You know, no,
Yeah, I
dude.
remember that.
Honestly, the only thing
here-
I remember
here.
about school, like, I don't remember.
I
did
went to the
not-
doctor
I
today.
did
I
not mess
deserve
with school.
McDonald's.
I hated school.
Yeah, you're only popular if you have McDonald's or a pack of gum.
Oh, those
Facts.
gum fiends
Yeah.
are real,
Pack of
dude.
gum.
I was just talking about this the other day. You walk through the hallway, you smell that like Hubba Bubba strawberry from like a whole hallway length away. Motherfuckers come around the corner like, "Hey, yo, I smell that." People sprinting at you like, "I need a piece of that. Let me get some of that."
Exclusivity.
Literally.
Yeah, exactly. And then the teacher's all like, "Hey, so then you got a pack for the whole class then, right?"
Oh
I'm
yeah.
just like, "Oh,
You got gum for the whole
Oh,
class,
yeah.
huh?
yeah."
Yeah, what is it with
God, I
teachers
hate
always
those
saying that
teachers,
same
bro.
shit?
Oh, you know what else they be saying? Can you
Can I
go
use
to
the
the
bathroom?
bathroom?
I don't know.
Oh, can you?
Can you? Oh,
May
can
I?
you? I don't know.
Okay.
Can you?
Yeah. Oh, shut up, Teach. Shut up. I'm pissing.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
did that
can
once.
and I
They
will
asked
right
me
now.
once.
I didn't give you
It's like,
permission.
I
I just
don't know,
asked if
can
you
you?
can.
It's like, I don't know if you can. What is it they say? It was like, I don't know, can you? And I'm
Yeah,
like, hell yeah, I can.
exactly.
I just walk out the room.
Yeah, and then they be getting mad at you like you didn't leave with
Yeah.
permission, and I'm like, dude, you play
Yeah,
stupid
no.
games,
I
get
got
stupid
to that point where I would
prizes.
just walk out of class if I had to go to the bathroom. I never asked.
Wow, you badass,
was a-
bro.
Bad
Yo,
kid.
yeah,
Yeah,
oh,
whatever. I
wow.
wasn't no bad kid. I was good. They would
He
just
was a
piss me
bad
off when they
boy.
would do stupid stuff like that. Okay, anyway.
Bro, my high school.
Anyway.
Actually,
What?
no, go ahead. You're gonna say that story about high school. You were what?
No, in my high school, because like
We
I
know.
was like a little fucking
I
a
was gonna
little
say the
white
opposite.
boy. Just a little freaking scrawny white kid. I would be walking around the hallways, and literally there would be people next to me,
Shirtless?
behind me, and I'd be walking down the hallway with this big goofy smile on my face. They would stop the person behind me. Hey, where's your hall pass? Not even talk to me, bro. Like, and they would be like, he's walking in the halls too, and they wouldn't say nothing. Like, I'm talking to you. It was best. I was privileged in my high school for sure because I was just so not threatening. They were like, this kid's not skipping class. I can do whatever I want. And they didn't say nothing, right? It's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Oh, he's definitely working with the office. He's going to pick up a kid from class.
Yeah, exactly. The dean's
He a fed, he a
assistant.
fed for real.
Yeah, fed, bro. A
He works
dean's
for the ops.
assistant.
That's what it is.
Imagine he's like 5, 6 years old. He's like, yeah, that kid's with the feds.
He an op.
The
He an
hall
op. We
monitor
don't
looks
know
at you
him.
and gives you a little wink. Like they wink at you like, yeah, I got you.
Yeah, the hall monitors and I were
Like you're
hooked
undercover.
up. I was be like shaking up with them. That was the thing. You got to know your connections. Same with the deans. It's like
True.
I would
true,
just be
true,
chill
true.
as hell with the deans, be like cool with them, so they didn't want to get you in trouble when you did stupid shit.
Dude,
Word.
Yeah.
My
a dean was actually
like,
my
almost
first
out to get
mentor
me.
that I've ever had.
That's
A dean in
cool.
school.
Nice. That's
It
cool.
That's
was like
really
my
dope.
mentor, like for the real world and everything. So definitely have your connections in school for sure.
Yeah, make friends with
That could go a
people.
very long way. Yeah, that could go a very long way. Literally, my first mentor, a dean from my fucking high school.
That's
Mm.
cool, man.
That's crazy.
So much
bro.
wisdom.
I'm
But
glad you had a
earlier we were
good high
talking
school
about-
experience with that, though. I'm glad.
Yeah, you
glad.
got expelled, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
But
that's
talking
messed
about
up.
food,
My
that
whole
sucked.
yeah, food. Word.
So yeah, we're talking about food. So there's this little segment that we do here. It's a little
Eat.
it's a little game that we do. Little game.
Word. I'm ready.
So in this game, right? This little game, it's a
Yep.
pizza choice thing. You get 4 franchises. So 1 being the best, 4 being the shittiest. And you got to rank them to what's best for you. So first is Domino's. Well, doesn't matter. Domino's,
Here are your options.
Pizza Hut.
Yeah.
Yeah, options. Domino's,
Yeah.
Pizza Hut, Papa John's, Little Caesars. Rank them.
Little Caesars number 1. Domino's
Oh.
number 2.
Oh,
Pizza Hut number 3, and number 4
Hey.
is. Wait, what was the other one?
Papa John's.
Papa John's.
No
Oh,
one
Papa
likes
John's
Papa
in
John's.
last.
Bro,
What?
you are on
Shit,
drugs,
bro.
bro. No wonder they expelled you from high school.
Not anymore. I'm actually
You a
sober.
tweak.
It's really. He said, "Boo." You are on drugs.
Yeah, you deserve to be kicked out. Final.
Man, Little Caesar is fire though. They got that stuffed crust. I'm like, bro.
They got the stuffed
Pizza Hut
crust,
stuffed
bro.
crust
I
is
haven't had
better,
the
though,
stuffed
man.
crust. Boo,
Word.
I heard
Wait,
Papa
so you
John's
said
got
Little
stuffed crust
Caesars
too
won?
now.
Yeah, Little
They
Caesar's
do.
on top.
What was 2?
What do they charge, like $40?
2
for
is
that?
Domino's.
2 is Domino's,
Yeah.
and then 3 Pizza Hut.
He
and
likes
then
Yeah.
4
cardboard.
Pa-
So you
That's
like cardboard. You
interesting.
just eat cardboard a lot. That's why you like Domino's and Little Caesars one.
Yeah, it's like, just the cardboard. Yeah, I like those
Yeah,
two on
okay.
top. I
Cool.
just be getting a lot of Domino's. You know what I'm saying? Like, Domino's is just
Yeah.
kind of like the go-to. Like, I'll be at a studio session or something, and it's just like, hey, y'all want food? Yeah, I got Domino's on the way already. All right, cool. It's like,
Yeah.
it's, it's just like
Y'all
that
need to
thing.
change it
You
to
got it
Pizza
quick.
Hut, though.
It's Pizza
You
Hut.
get that big old box.
All
of
right,
pizza.
at least
Word.
Domino's bigger than
Word.
Pizza Hut. I'll agree. I think Papa John's number 1. I don't know why this dude's tweaking. Papa, you good, bro. Don't be letting these guests discourage you. Papa, you
No,
you,
don't
you
even
daddy.
Papa.
You
He's gone.
daddy.
He's out
But
of it now.
nah, Domino's sponsor us, man. Little Caesars sponsor us. We'll take it. I grew up on your $5 pizzas. So remember, Little Caesars, you want some, we got you, bro.
Which, yeah, and that's no disrespect to Papa John's. You know what I'm saying? I just haven't gotten a lot of Papa John's, if I'm being honest. Like, that's why it's less, because
Yeah.
I just, like, haven't explored it fully yet.
That's what I'm saying. I can count on one
But I'ma
hand how
need
many
to.
times I had it. You know, it's like
Right, yeah.
3,
Yeah,
4
there
times.
you go.
Sorry, get-
You want to know something? Fuck all of those pizza franchises. No, but we want your sponsorship, so don't fuck you. But I'd rather go. I'd rather have a mom and pop pizza.
Yeah.
You can't
Y'all-
beat that. Just
Y'all ever had
fresh.
Punch Pizza?
No.
What the heck is that?
What?
You don't know
What?
Punch Pizza? Oh, I'm gonna put y'all on game. Punch Pizza.
Punch
that's the best
pizza.
pizza.
What do they do?
Yeah.
Throw the pizza in your face and they call it punch?
Yeah, they throw that
They throw it on
punch
the
it
table.
like it's a that's how they do the dough. It's like no, I'm just playing. No, it's like really really thin like crust pizza, and it's like instead of like sauce, it's more or less like liquid almost. It's like that sauce.
Okay,
Like
yeah,
Water
it's-
pizza. Sounds great.
it's
Yeah.
kind of no, it's
Little
no, it's
Caesars is
fire,
number
bro. You
1,
kind of have
that's
to
it.
try it. They do have sauce and stuff, but it's like that true Italian pizza. It's really, really, really good.
Oh, okay.
If you ever
And
out
they
in
don't even
Minnesota,
add cheese,
get some Punch
too.
Pizza. That's the thing. No, they got cheese. They got cheese.
It's just
They don't even
tomatoes.
have
Punch
cheese.
pizza.
Like what?
So is
Looking
it
it up right now.
exclusive to Minneapolis?
I don't know. Actually, I think it's just like Minnesota. Since y'all haven't heard of it. If it was in your area, you would have heard of it,
Yeah. Guess
Yeah.
where I'm
I
going to be
presume.
in a couple of weeks?
bro. No way. Are you gonna come out here,
VCon,
bro?
bro.
Is that VCon? Is that
In
here?
Viking Stadium, bro.
Bro, we got a link.
I'm
a half
gonna
hour away
be-
from that.
I'm going to be in the Hilton Hotel right by the Viking Stadium.
Bro, we got a link.
This dude didn't even invite us.
Yeah, I did.
Literally.
Dude,
What you talking about?
y'all should come. We can all link.
Yeah.
I literally could drive out and see you. It's like half an hour drive to US Bank Stadium. You gotta watch your ass in Minneapolis right now, though. It's streets are crazy right now.
Really?
Yeah, ever since the George Floyd, like the riots and all that.
It's still
stuff,
bad?
And then it's not as bad as it was, but like, I mean, it was really bad. It was like an all-out like civil war out there. We had National Guard out there and stuff. I had homies in
Yeah.
National Guard that were out like really getting shot at and like stuff being thrown at them. Like really people out there dying and stuff. It was really really crazy. And just to like see, so like crazy story from that night. I was out with a photography couple client of mine, and we was just like hanging out, and all of a sudden we see like ambulance, cop car, all this stuff then people start like, we look at the target and people start like breaking into the target. And we like, all right, we got to get out of here. And we're like looking at our phones, trying to figure out like what happened. We like quick hop in the car and start driving away really fast. And like, we were just like looking at our phones, like frantically trying to figure out what happened until we found out about the George Floyd thing, which we hadn't heard of yet. And all of a sudden, before we know it, our city's up in flames. Next night, they burned down a police station, like burned it to the ground.
The target that got burned down?
Yeah. They didn't really like burn it down, but they literally went in there and like looted it, trashed the whole place. Like, it's a big target too. But they burned down a police station, like the 3rd precinct police station. They like, people were on top of there throwing Molotovs at it, and like they burnt that place. And like they didn't even care. It was just a bunch of reckless like rioting. Like they were burning. It wasn't even a protest against like Black Lives Matter. Like they were burning down like Black-owned businesses out there. It was like, it was really messed up. So it's like the people that were doing it peacefully protesting, like that's cool. You know what I'm saying? But just the people that came in to just loot and wreak havoc, like people were coming in by busloads from other cities to just come wreak havoc on our city. And it's just crazy because you'd never expect something like that to happen in your own city.
Yeah.
Where like it was pretty crime free before this, and now like police are scared to like get jobs and like work out in the city because, you know, everybody hates you now. Like everybody hates police officers. They're like, defund the police. Like, we just want the purge. Like, let's go. It's like, wow, you know, really people are on that. Yeah, for real. But no, you guys should be fine.
How did Mall of America turn out? Did that get looted too?
No, Mall of America was pretty cool. They have good security though. You know what I'm saying? Mall of America is great. Yeah, I was just there a couple days ago. It's fully functional. We should go to the Mall of America, Schilck. I'll show you around, bro.
Yeah, that'd be cool, man.
Let's do it. That would be dope. That would be dope for real.
Yeah, we don't got no stores here in Hawaii, so.
Oh, word, yeah.
You guys
get your shopping up.
So if you guys meet up, does that mean you guys are gonna go to Little Caesars or Papa John's to get some pizza?
Papa John's, bro. We finna go Papa John's.
Bro, we gotta take him. I'm gonna take him to Punch Pizza, yo. We gotta take him to
Punch Pizza.
Show you what Punch is all about.
I just looked at it right now. It looks decent.
Schilck
that means it looks bad.
Pizza.
He said it looks decent.
Water pizza.
You see that? You see pictures of it? You look it up?
I saw it. They like focus on like personalized pizza, like little ones.
Yeah, they kind of do like little pizzas, but it's most of the
like
time like little pizzas. Yeah.
You guys ever heard of like Blaze Pizza?
Yeah, Blaze. Yeah.
Yeah. So kind of like Blaze, like you get your own.
It's like brick oven.
Pizza.
Yeah, it's like it's a brick oven like built thing. Yeah, that's what it is. Really, they just do it a certain way. That's just like they just have I don't know. They have something to their recipes. They just know what's up. Like everybody, it's like the hidden gem of pizza around here.
Yep. And now a word from our sponsors.
Be sure to hit up Kiwi Design. Link in the description. They got some good products. I gotta admit, the Elite strap is a lot more comfy than any other one I've personally used. So remember that.
Yeah, and
this is cool having the grips on the controllers. Yeah. Especially if you're playing games like Contractors stuff, you're throwing grenades. That ain't going nowhere. I've chucked my controller across the room before.
Yeah, how many of y'all have chucked your controllers, man?
Oh, I think everybody has.
Quite a few of us. But that face mask, though, dude. That face mask, so comfortable. You don't feel like none of those creases or dryness on your skin. Like it's so fitting. Like whenever you move your head fast or you're playing a game, it just stays put. It's like a little cushion, like a leather cushion. So comfortable, bro. Definitely recommend that. The face mask.
Nice.
Hell yeah, Kiwi Design. Shout out to Kiwi. Thank you, man. We appreciate y'all. Back to our regular scheduled program. Mr. Coda. Mr. Coyote Coda. So your name's Dakota.
My name's Coda. It's just Coda.
Your parents named you Coda.
What is it?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
I do have an actual name, and it's not even close to Coda.
How'd you get this nickname?
Billy Johnson?
I forget.
It's not Johnson.
Junior Billy Johnson?
Junior Billy Johnson, man. How did you know? How did you know?
Junior.
Man, it's kind of like I don't know. I don't know if I should tell it. It's kind of my alibi.
Yeah,
Coda's my
don't
alibi.
tell
That's what
it.
I want
Just
everybody
what's
to
your
call me.
how'd
It's
you
just
come up
like
with Coda though? What got you into
so.
that?
Okay. So here's the thing. So this is actually a question I get a lot of the time. So there was this place that I used to go to, where a lot of kids used to go and just like hang out. It was called Dakota Park. I'm not gonna say where it was because it was kind of our like secret spot. My homie showed me this spot, and we all used to just go there and just like smoke and chill and like. I wrote a lot of my first songs there. And it was just like kids would just come out and just would be like, just hanging out and whatever. It was just a place where we could get away. We had a nice view of like the city skyline. It was on some railroad tracks. And I just kind of started going to there all the time. And I was just like, dang, like Dakota Park. And I live like right by Mystic Lake Casino. So it's like the Dakota Sioux community. So it's like there's all like the girl that cheated on me, she's from North Dakota. So it's just like all these
Ooh.
signs and
It was
all of
meant
this
to be.
stuff that were
Ooh.
related to my music. I'm like a big like science guy. If I start seeing sign after sign after sign, I start questioning it. And so like finally, but main thing was Dakota Park. And so like that was the main place where I got it from because I got more inspiration. There was just something special about that place that every time I went there, I got some sort of big idea or vision or dream or lyric. And it was something about it. Like every time we went there, I don't know if it was just because we were high or if it was like every time we got to the train tracks, it was not even the walk there, but like right when we got there, the sky was purple. That's why the purple is that's like my color now. That's like my whole brand. Like the sky was always, always, always purple, and it was pitch black out, like stars and everything, but the sky always looked purple. I think it was like the glare of like the city skyline
The
coming up.
Northern Lights? Any chance? No.
Maybe no. I mean, we don't really have those. There's too
It's
much
the
light
Midwest,
pollution by our
bro.
city, so it's like yeah.
You
There's
can see
not.
it up there, can't you?
No,
You
I
can
don't
up
think
north.
so. I'm
Like
from Illinois.
yeah, like you can if you go in the right place at the right time. But I mean, we're talking this is every night. That's rare. If you drive
Yeah.
4, 5, 6 hours up north out to the middle of nowhere, then maybe you could see it. But other than that, there's too much light pollution in the city. You would never be able to see them. So
Yeah,
it's, I think
definitely
it's
not
just
in the
like the
city.
way the lights reflect in the city. Plus, every night it's like it's crazy. So I just started calling myself Dakota, and then because I just thought it sounded dope, I was just like, man, yeah, that's dope. I'm gonna just like kind of make that my own thing. And then it turned into just Coda because my homies started calling me Dakota, and then that turned into just Coda, and now I'm just Coda. And there
And
is
then you're gonna
another
be
rapper
Ko
like
pretty soon.
Coda the friend, like
Yeah, or
yeah,
Ta.
just Ko. But
We're
like,
just gonna be calling you K.
yeah, now I'm gonna just
Yo,
be K. Yeah.
Yo,
What's up?
what up, K?
Yeah.
What up,
There is
K?
another rapper, Coda the friend, but I always tell people I'm Coda, but I'm not your friend. If they're gonna call me on that, you're not my friend. But
That's
you can't
funny.
tell me that Lil Baby and Duh Baby can't be in coexisting, and tell me and Coda the friend can't exist in the rap game when we have totally different styles. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah. True.
I reserve the
True.
right. But my music name, like on streaming platforms, is The Kota, like TheKota. And Coda, the Coda is like the Coda is a musical tribe. After like I like found that out after. That's why I decided to call myself the Coda. So really, in essence, if we're going really deep into this and what it really means to me, is y'all are the Coda, not me. I'm just like the leader of the tribe. But the people that mess with me, the people that listen to my music, that are a part of my tribe, or so to speak, like the people that listen to my music are like part of my like tribe. It's like the musical tribe. So it's like, you know what I'm
Your
saying? Y'all are the
followers.
Coda, not even me.
Yeah.
Interesting. That's very
So
interesting.
yeah, it's got a lot of
Well-
different like kind of levels to it, but yeah.
I say you gotta take Schlick to this place and show him where it's at. Kota Park.
I'm gonna be a
Kota
VCon,
Park,
bro.
yeah.
Every day. I'm gonna be pretty busy.
You're close. You're about 15 minutes away from Kota Park. We can
Oh,
go.
hell yeah. After
Hey.
because
I only
my
take certain people there though. That's a
Yeah,
a
I was
sacred
gonna ask
spot.
you. So how many girls you taking there?
None. None.
Okay.
You're a
Literally.
little
I don't even
pervert,
Strictly for
listen.
bros.
I don't even mess with girls like that. And I'm not saying I'm no homo. Like I'm not gay or anything, but like
It's
I just,
okay to
like-
be gay. Remember that. We want to include
It is okay to be
everybody,
gay.
every
No, we
preference,
include-
man.
We include that. That's cool. but I'm not. I'm straighter
Yeah,
than most
bro.
straight people.
It's okay to
but
be gay, dude.
It's,
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Bro, no, I just don't be messing with girls
just
like
make sure
that.
you
Like
wipe
I'm
that
just,
mic before you leave.
I don't mess with like
You're-
relationships. I got burned once, and it was like I just haven't met the right. Like I've like dated around a little bit, but I'm not really.
Yeah,
like,
you got a bunch of meta
I'm not
boos
into
too,
it.
right? How many you got?
I got.
Ooh,
You know what I'm
meta
saying?
boos. How
Meta
many-
booze. Okay, that's different, man. That's just part of the
Let's talk about the meta
You know what I'm
hoes. I like
saying?
meta hoes better.
the
Sorry.
meta
Oh.
groupies. Meta groupies.
Oh.
That's the thing.
Okay.
That's definitely a
Ooh,
thing.
groupies. Okay.
Let's talk about
So
them,
how
many?
man. How y'all
Groupies.
like it? So I feel like girls are a little bit more friendly in the metaverse than the real
Yeah.
world. What
Oh,
y'all
okay.
think?
Okay,
Like
never mind.
everyone. Yeah.
I think everybody's a little bit more friendly, a little bit more flirty.
Yeah. Definitely.
in
Because
the
we don't know what we look
metaverse.
like or like what our real position in life is. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like we all hot
Yeah.
in the metaverse.
This character that we can create, right? Yeah.
You don't really
Also
know. That's why I don't be
personality.
like flirting around and stuff in here because you never know. Like you could be talking to like a supermodel, or you could be talking to like the
Bruno.
complete opposite of your type. Like, you know what I'm saying? But
Hey, I don't care about none
Yeah.
of that. As long as they got good personality, we can vibe.
man, that is so BS. He can't come in here and
hey,
say
that's
that.
the other thing.
Nah,
That's
get
the
out
other
of
thing.
here, bro.
That's
What are you
just what he's
talking
saying to
about?
get girls to talk to him. Come on, don't even buy that. Girls,
Nah.
don't buy that
Nah,
crap.
bro. Nah.
Don't buy that
Dang.
Nah.
Oh, energy. That's the other thing.
Man.
Energy. Vibes and
energy. Yeah.
If they got the vibes.
It's all
Mhm.
about the vibes and the
Yeah.
energy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he'd be talking to a girl. They'd be having some deep conversations. I hear it all the time. And then all of a sudden he gets an Instagram and then he's like, yeah, I looked at her Instagram and yeah, just the vibes just fell off after. I don't know why. And I'm like, how convenient. You look at her Instagram and then all of a sudden the vibes are different. Yeah, come on, bro. Like, just be real with me, man. I ain't trying to judge, but
Oh my
hey,
god.
man.
Yo.
I
But
take
no,
like,
I really
yeah,
don't
you know,
be-
we just
Nah,
drifted
the vibes
I really
apart,
don't
you
be
know?
on that, man.
Golly, bro.
Just kidding.
I don't want to hear
No,
that.
That's not true, by the way. That's not true. That's not true. That is not
I
true.
do not.
That is
I
not.
do
Just to
not be
clear that out
messing
for the
with that.
listeners, that is not
We
true.
can clip that.
You know, I actually like to like how exactly how we met. I like to connect with people,
Yeah.
no matter boy, girl, whatever you are. I have deep conversations with everybody.
Yeah.
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 It's the best way to do it. You gotta connect interpersonally. You know what I'm saying?
was
But
funny.
yeah, no, girls just like, I mean, I'll have like girls as friends, but like a girlfriend right now for me is just a distraction. Like I gotta stay with my head sit on straight unless the perfect girl comes just like into my life somehow. Like that's a different story. Other than that, it's just me and my bars till death do us part. You heard it here today.
Yep.
Hey,
Is that a new song
As
coming
he
out or
cracks his
something?
Next, jeez, them.
That is a
Yeah.
song. It's just me and my bars till death do us part. Got a call from my heart. He told me to keep me out of the dark. I had a friend who ain't catching the vision, wasting my time. Should have been losing them all from the start.
Let's hear a song,
Hey,
bro.
You heard it all. That's a little taste of Coda right there. And talking about that, yeah, let's hear a song.
You want to hear a
Let the
song, or do you want to hear
viewers know
some
and the listen-
bars? What do you
Yes.
want to
No,
hear?
let's hear a song.
Yeah, bars. A bar.
You wanna
No,
hear
let's hear some
bars?
bars.
If you
Yeah.
can listen to my
Listeners wanna hear
songs, I'm gonna be releasing stuff. But yeah,
What
I can spit
freestyle
some
beat
actual
should we
bars,
do we need a
dude.
beat? What freestyle
Nah.
beats do you want
Nah,
us
I'll
to
just
go
talk
just some
mine.
bars.
acapella? All right.
Yeah,
Let,
yeah.
let the viewers and listeners know what is this bar, or like what kind of vibe, like what kind of what's your
What
vibe?
kind of energy?
Oh, shit, actually, let's
Yeah.
cut that.
What kind of what's the energy?
It's the vibe. It's the
I was thinking
vibe,
song. I was
man.
thinking song because he said song.
Right, yeah, no, it's like the like when I write, it's always like it always starts with like one bar. You know what I'm saying? It starts with one bar and one idea, one circumstance, something that happened to me, or like something that I noticed that I'm just like, ooh, I definitely want to talk about that because I got a whole like thing I gotta process. All of like my writings are just me processing things. Just like you said, Zach, like a diary. So it's like it's just me like fully processing thoughts, and just like as I'm going, I'm like discovering and learning. more and more about whatever I'm writing about as I'm going, and I just get into a zone, and like after I'm done writing, I like wake up almost out of a zone. It feels like I sleep for a while and then wake up, and then I can read it through and be like, oh yeah, no, it's tight. Like, I can definitely tell I
That's
improved from last time I
crazy.
wrote, but it's almost like an out of body experience.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely
Alright.
conscious while doing it, but it's like I just be if I get too conscious with it and don't flow with it, it's not going to turn out good. I can never force it. It has to just come creatively. Like if an idea comes
Just
and I just feel
naturally.
like it all
Yeah.
coming upon me, I'm like, okay, I need to like start writing, and then all of a sudden I just catch myself in the weirdest places. Like I've written songs in the weirdest places, bro, because I'm just like walking in the middle of the living room, and then I just like sit down on the floor. I'm just like, okay, I just need to write this right now. Like just sit there for like 2
Yeah.
hours just writing
Ain't got
Nice.
no furniture
whatever.
either.
He said-
No, that's totally in that.
You ain't get no
Like,
furniture either, man.
Yeah, so let's hear
But
some
no,
bars, man, for the
okay, yeah.
viewers,
let's see.
so they can see what
One
you're
verse
about.
So
podcast. See you right
I
about that.
said, I'd never take shit for granted. The planet and all the rivers, most of you, it seems to me, missing out on the bigger picture. Probably won't see it till Mother Nature breaks and you can't fix her. If your light bulb shatters and you stop getting ideas, gotta ask yourself, was it the bulb or the fixture? And so like right there, I was just
Mm.
talking about like people who talking about like, oh man, I just want to make hits. I just want to make hits. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right,
and
right.
like we just want to take advantage of this world that we live in. Like everybody's just taking it so much for granted. Like, I just want me. Everything's for me, but nobody cares about like the natural environment of things, the natural flow of things. They just want like so much selfish energy out there. You know what I'm saying? So what I said, like if your light bulb shatters and you stop getting ideas, gotta ask yourself, was it the bulb or the fixture? You know, was
I like
it you, or was it the world? You just gonna blame the world on impacting you, or like do you have a part to play in that too? You know what I'm saying? Because you can't just blame everything on everybody else. Um, and then I said, if we ain't playing chess and it's checkers, but ain't no teams in that game like they got selling their records. What happened to the passion? Y'all more focused on money you get from sweatshirts than making your music better. I love it in any weather, cold or warm. I'm feeling like I got the saddest happiness, a trendsetter, but I fall to conform. Then hero called to confirm. I got my heart on my arm. I find it hard to stay strong. I find it hard to stay long. So there I'm saying like I'm talking on like ain't no teams in that game like they got selling their records. Y'all more focused on making like people aren't focused on making their music better. They're just focused on making hits and making money and getting
Yep.
attention. Like that 6ix9ine shit we were talking about. Like
Right.
nobody actually cares about the love of music. Why are you a rapper if you don't love music? I think that shit's so stupid. Like people
Damn,
should
I agree
not be
with that
making
1000%.
music. Like, why
I
are you
agree with
making
that.
music? You built your whole career on building, like, on doing something that you don't actually love, that you're not actually about it. And all these rappers are going out here saying, yeah, I'm about this rapping shit. But it's not even about that rapping shit. You just think that because you're talking about hard stuff, that means you a rapper and that makes you about rapping. Nah, you ain't about rapping if you don't know what rapping was built on. Wordplay, homophones, entendres, rhyme schemes, flows, things that Jay-Z pioneered. You know what I'm saying? Like people don't understand where this hip hop stuff branched from. That's why like I don't even listen to some of these like newer rappers. It's like that's not rap really. It's just like they're just
You know
making
what's crazy though? It's crazy that this is coming from a young Z. You're Gen Z, right?
yeah, I'm Gen Z.
It's crazy how that's coming from a Gen Z. Like you would think, like you would think that's kind of like your generation of music, you know, kind of like what
Right.
50 Cent
Not
in
all
the
pope is
club was
live.
for us or stuff like that, you know. But you would not, you would think
Sometimes
like
I think I'm the
a
only
lot of
one
these
though, I
artists.
swear down.
Yeah, that's
I hear
interesting.
a
The
bunch
reason
of
what I'm trying
kids
to
my
point out though,
age.
what I'm trying to point out though, it's interesting that you're saying that your generation of music, like that group, like kind of sucks in how they sing, like they just mumble stuff. Like that kind of
Yeah.
like shows where you at in that spectrum of what you see the value in music. Like
Yeah.
you gotta be ahead. You gotta see something. You gotta have a vision to like really
Yeah.
see that this music now kind of sucks because you know what it could be and what it should be. So that speaks a lot of volume, especially in the age group that you at, because a lot of them usually just go with what's trending and what's the vibe in the moment, and you're like
Right.
seeing past that. So
So
that's
Yeah.
interesting.
let me ask you real quick then. What was
Yeah.
your did your parents show you music? Well, obviously your parents showed you music, but how much of an influence that music that they showed you impact you now? Because that's my whole
Yeah.
thing. Like if I just grew up listening to music that everybody else was listening to around my time, like I kind of consider myself an old soul. So like, what's the kind of stuff that your parents showed you?
Hmm.
My parents didn't put me on any of this game for real. This is just I'm like by chance. Like I'm 100% by chance. So I'm raised in a Christian household. I'm a Christian. It's like anything with the little red explicit when you have to buy stuff on iTunes and it had that little red explicit thing that was just right on all the songs. It was like that's off limits. I see that downloaded, you're grounded. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
so
Damn.
like me being like shifty one day, I just wanted to try an explicit album. Just to see like what was so bad about it, because I didn't know. But my parents were putting me on to like Christian music, like that was pretty much all I listened to, or like the radio, KDWB, Maroon 5, stuff like that. I was
Yeah.
just listening to that like surface level stuff, which at the time KDWB in my station was like the big like pop station, and there was some good stuff
Yeah.
going on. That was like when Party Rock Anthem came out, and like
Oh yeah.
Party rocking
that was
in
like,
the
that was a
house tonight.
good era, you know what I'm
No,
saying?
yeah,
Like,
that was
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
So it was a lot of that
Nice.
stuff, but that was just surface level mainstream music. So I happened to go on like iTunes one day, and I had an iTunes gift card for my birthday or whatever, and I like saw the little red explicits, and there was this album called To Pimp a Butterfly by Kendrick Lamar. And
Oh, okay.
I had no idea what it was. I just saw that it was hip hop and rap, and I just knew it was really bad. And that was the only like thing I had on it. I was just like, okay, this is the one. This is the one. I'm gonna do it. So I downloaded it. I put it onto my little MP3 player, and then told my mom, hey, I accidentally downloaded the explicit version of this album when I meant to download the clean version. She's like, oh, okay, honey, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're good. I was like, oh yeah, got
Found
it.
the little
And then, but I
loophole.
had it on the iPod.
Literally.
Yeah, it was like achievement unlocked. Like it was, I had it on the iPod, and like then like the it got deleted off the computer, and I was bumping that, but obviously I couldn't do that again. You know what I'm saying? Like my mom would be like, okay, you pulling something over on me now. Like she would check the iPod, but I got away with it. So for 2 years, this was in 8th grade. Or like I think this was 7th grade even. Because this was 2015, right when the album came out.
Dang.
And I bumped that on the way to
2015,
school.
7th
7
grade.
years ago.
Damn.
I was in 7th grade in 2015. So it was
I
like
was 2
on the
years
way to school
graduating
and on
high
the way back
school.
from school. All I listened to
7
was To Pimp a Butterfly by Kendrick Lamar, which is one of the greatest rap albums of all time. Now I know that, but I didn't know that
It's a
back
great
then.
album.
I
Yeah.
studied that album again and again and again, like not even knowing what half of it meant, because I wasn't in the culture back then. I didn't learn about any of this stuff. And so it was like just bumping all that. And then I finally got to high school and we got Chromebooks and Spotify, and then it was over. I started finding more rappers, and then I really got indulged in hip hop and did all of my own research. Like nobody showed me, nobody put me on game to anybody. I found XXX Tentacion because he was blown up in my school with Look at Me.
Oh, yeah.
And it was just
Mhm.
like that put me in like the SoundCloud rapper scene. And then before I knew it, I was in the car with my homie, and he's like, hey bro, have you heard this Juice World dude? And I'm like, no. He's like, bro, he's gonna like really, really blow up, but yeah, it's really crazy. And I was like, okay, cool, yeah. And we listened to some of his stuff off Goodbye and Good Riddance, and like, Lucid Dreams and All Girls Are the Same and all that songs.
Oh,
I'm just
man,
like,
yeah.
what? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just crazy. And then he really blew up, you know what I'm saying? And I had the privilege of going to a Juice WRLD concert and some ski out at the concert. And it's crazy, like being at a Juice WRLD concert where they do an X memorial, and all these kids that X, impacted, all doing this up in the air at an X concert. And then Juice WRLD dies, after you see Juice WRLD like doing a memorial for your last favorite artist that died,
Yeah.
it's like it.
Right.
I don't know, man. It still fucks me up to this day because it's like what you don't even like expect. Like there's no other like golden boy that like comes next after these artists. You just don't know who's gonna come in. You know what I'm saying? There's
Yeah.
nobody that's in that position, that spotlight, like X, like Juice,
You know who
like
started it?
Pop,
Mac
like Nip.
Miller.
Yeah, Mac was in
Mac
there,
Miller
bro.
was
It's
the
like
first death
just
that
had
really
that.
kind of like started that.
Yeah. And it's like a spotlight. They come in for a few years, just rock the game. Everybody has nothing to say other than they just paid attention to this artist. And then the artist dies. And it's like
Yeah,
there's nothing you
nuts.
can do about it. They're not coming back. It's like that's it. And that really, really messed with me. I'll never forget where I was when all of those people died. Because those were people that really, really impacted me for real. Like Juice WRLD is like his music really, really got me through a lot. X got me through a lot too. Like in high school, for me, depression was real. Teachers were emailing my parents saying I'm too stupid to be in their class. Like I got put in like the special ed class and everything. People telling me like I just learned differently. So that just made me like not fit in. People thought, they called me like the school shooter kid because I had depression. I walk around with my hood up and all that shit.
Oh no.
Like bumping X with my earbuds on. Like, you know what I'm saying? They just like they called me that. I was that kid. You know what I'm saying? Now look at me.
Oh,
If you watching this, but like now people from that school, like if I would have died in that high school that I went to on the hallway, people would have just stepped over me. I ain't even gonna cap. And that's like that's for real, for real. But like those artists, those people kept me going along throughout my friendships that came and went, throughout everything. Those artists kept going on, like kind of tying back to how music has just constantly got me through so much, how it gets people through so much. And that's a powerful, powerful thing. But yeah, I just feel like there's nobody in the game right now. Like 2 days before Juice died, he tweeted out, "Y'all can be better than Juice WRLD ever was, and I expect you to do so." There was like something on the lines like that, you know what I'm saying? Like it was like he knew. Like it was like all those people knew, but he like tweeted that
He
out.
was
And
writing
so when
about
he
it
died, it was like, yeah, he wrote about it all the time. Like
in his
it's
songs. Like I don't got much time left
yeah.
type stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
talks about that
it's
stuff
almost
all the
like
time.
some of these people have like a cryptid message, like almost like there's some type of messenger
Yeah.
for that generation or for that society, people coming up. It's like literally they have like cryptid message that they throw there as a messenger to start sparking certain abilities from within people around their age group and stuff like that to rise up and
Yeah.
do something in this world and society. It's interesting. Like that kind of
And he was
happens
so
though with
young
every
too.
generation. Like, every generation
Yeah.
is something like that. Like almost like messengers that come and
Yeah.
spark like and influence people, and then those people start evolving and doing things because of this one person that you used to listen to that passed away. So that's pretty interesting. I think that those people might be just messengers, man.
Yeah.
Some high
Yeah.
level energy wave.
Gotcha.
And they're different too. Way different. Because like think about it like this. I'm 20 years old right now. If I was Juice WRLD right now, at 20 years old, I'd be multi-platinum. I'd have a song with over 1 billion streams.
That's
At
crazy.
20 years
That's
old.
wild.
Dang,
Peak of my
that's
career.
crazy.
Like, can you imagine me at 20 years old right now, multi-platinum, and I have
My
2
life would have
albums that went
changed.
platinum? Literally.
Like literally it would've.
Yeah. For real. But I feel like when Juice died, because Juice was the
Exactly.
closest of those artists to me, when he tweeted that and I saw that, you know what I'm saying? After when he died, I felt like that. I wept the whole day after he died. Like, I ain't even gonna lie. I don't even tell people that. You know what I'm saying? Like, because that's some really, really deep, like close to me stuff.
Yeah.
I don't cry like that. Stuff doesn't like make me cry like that. But like that really, really messed me up. Like I got woke up at like 4 a.m. and like my friend was like, yo, for real, like you gotta wake up. Like he literally woke me up to tell me. And we literally just sat there and listened to one of his songs. We listened to I'm Still off of Goodbye and Good Riddance. And we just sat there and just took it in, bro. And I just couldn't even help. I just broke out in tears, bro. And he left. I was just crying, bro. I just cried all day. And my mom had no idea. She was like, heard me crying, and she was like, what's going on or whatever, and she just didn't really like understand the full extent of it because they didn't never have an artist like that.
Yeah,
Really,
she was like, "Why are you
was
crying about
that
some
close.
famous person dying? What's wrong with you?"
Right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's the problem.
exactly.
Once
She's
you,
like,
son, don't cry. It's okay. You're going through puberty. It's okay, son.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Something
right?
stupid like that. Like, whatever.
Yeah,
Somebody
something
just
stupid. I
died.
was
Like, think about it. A human just died that you really looked up to. Like, that's a big deal.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. I mean, she just
Seriously.
doesn't know. I mean, that's not her fault for not knowing how much Juice has impacted me. It's just like one of those things that not many people will understand. Even people that did know
Yeah.
him. It's like if everybody had their own experience with him, but when he actually died, I felt like there was some sort of a responsibility on my life because I was writing songs at that point to try to like finish what he started because I saw what he did, and he said all the time in his songs, like almost like he was in conversation with me. Like when you listen to some of his songs, it's like you in conversation with him, and he's
Yeah.
telling you, you can do it better than me. I expect you to do that. You can do this. You can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. Literally, I'm just a kid like you. Like you can do it too. So literally, that's what I feel like. I feel like I can do it too, and he showed me that I could do that. You know what I'm saying? He paved the way for artists like me to come in and do like new stuff, because you have to be different. If you're gonna come into a rap game, you have to bring something new to the table. And so what I feel like I'm bringing new to the table is the lyricism, because I've studied and like learned writing from Kendrick, but I'm also like singing and doing melodic stuff like Juice World, and I have all these other influences that are just like kind of in the middle, Thug and Don Toliver and like Travis Scott and like all these other people that are just kind of like, when you blend all those styles, you get something completely different. It's all like an evolution of music. And so I want to bring something new to the table. And I feel like there is a responsibility on my life to do what Juice did in my own style. You know what I'm saying? Like our generation needs a voice, and nobody's stepping up. Everybody's just stagnant right now, and they're just waiting for the next X to come in, the next Juice to come in. So, and I'm hungry. I want this stuff. And I don't
Why can't
see
that be
other
you?
people that are like, yeah, exactly. Why can't it be me? That's really my big message, that like for everybody that's listening to this right now, like, why not you? Why can't it be you? Like, get up off your ass and do it. Like, chase it. You have to be hungry about it. These people did not just get to their place because they were born Travis Scott. Travis Scott was not born Travis Scott. He had to work and work and work and work to get to where he is. You can do it. There's nothing different about him than you. You share the same species. You're both human. Like, y'all both got blood and the same organs and everything. Same voice. It's like, but everybody's made unique, you know what I'm saying, with different gifts. So follow your dreams. I'm not saying everybody has to be a rapper. Not at all. Follow what your true gifting is and your true calling is. 100%.
Wow, man. Oh, is this a good time
That's a
to
good
wrap up,
message,
you
man.
think?
Yeah, that was a good message,
Yeah.
dude. Perfect message.
That's what I got to say.
Great message.
Thank you. Yeah.
Well, Coda, thank you for coming. We appreciate you. Fuck.
We preach you, bro. We
Well, it's
fucking
been
preach you,
It's been a long
bro.
podcast.
Dude, it's been like 2 hours, man.
Thank you for
It's
coming and
fucking
letting me preach,
and
1:40.
we can go
No wonder God.
Hey,
we
That's-
can
that
go
makes a
3
lot
more
of
hours.
sense.
That's the thing. Once we get a bunch of subscribers, we'll have 4 or 5 hour podcasts. Right now, we just try and keep them a little shorter. But yeah, man,
Yeah.
you spoke some gems, man. That was good. That was a
Yeah,
good
Thank
one.
did,
you.
bro.
Thank you,
did.
yo. I appreciate you.
Why
And
is
I'm
it
not
20-year-old man?
I wish I could say more, you know what I'm saying? That's my favorite thing, is speaking my mind and expressing myself, and just I love sharing what I got going on. I love to see what everybody else got going on. And I love
Yeah.
to influence people.
Hey,
So
maybe we
whatever
can
I
have you
can do to
around
do that.
next time around. Maybe
Yeah, we'll
couple
have you
months
on
from now, or a
again.
year. Maybe
Yeah.
after you sign that
Absolutely.
big
You blow
contract.
up.
with
I
that
would
big
love to
deal,
come back.
You know,
Absolutely.
And be
after
sure to
after you blow up.
yeah, tell us all your upcoming albums. We'll post it on our page. We'll do nothing but support you, man. You just got to communicate with what's coming up, and we'll try and shoot your message out for everybody too.
I appreciate you guys.
Big
Yeah.
time.
Thank you guys for having me out, for real. It's a true honor to be on the first podcast in the metaverse. You know what it is. Horizon Worlds. We out here, 1VERSE Meta.
Hey,
We
Coda.
saw it here today.
thank you for
Kota's
coming,
first
man. We
ever
appreciate you.
podcast. Mark this in the history books. This is the
Yup,
first
write it
podcast
down.
Kota's ever been
Right
on.
in
That
your
could be an
diary.
NFT.
Make a
That
song
could be-
about it.
Dude. Man, seriously, man, thank you for coming, bro. We appreciate you. We love
Of
you.
course.
We support you all the
Appreciate you
way. Keep
guys.
doing what you're doing. You're doing great. Keep going, bro. Keep going. You're gonna have a major breakthrough. So keep
You know
going,
it.
bro.
Yeah.
Thank
I'm
you
gonna
for
keep
coming.
going, man. I'm hungry. I'm gonna chase it.
Yup.
And remember,
Yeah.
1VERSE, where we're all one in the metaverse.
Yeah.
Stay beautiful, y'all.
We're all one, bro.